Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Here is your tarot reading for the week ahead. Even though it's got the date on, if you're watching this at another time, it still may very well apply. So take what's helpful, leave what isn't. We start off with the Eight of Cups, the Lord of Abandoned Success. It's in tandem with the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups has been appearing a lot within my one-to-one readings, my private clients. Usually it's about leaving emotional baggage behind. What do we need to abandon? Again, is sometimes a bit of a strong word, but it's effectively what do we need to jettison? What do we need to let go of? What are we taking forward unnecessarily? The fact that it's in the element of cups, of water, indicates this may be a very emotional connection we have here. The fact that it's the Lord of Abandoned Success, it can sound like quite a grim card, but actually in many ways it isn't. But it is about having to start a new chapter. As we start the month of February, we're moving away from sometimes January, for me personally, can be a hibernation time. It can be a time that when getting my ducks in a row. It can be a time of me just kind of landing into the year. And then February really, for me, in some ways, can be the start of a new year. So this does seem to punctuate very much so a new period for you, Aries. A period that may very well come with mixed emotions. It's not to say that it's good, not to say that it's bad. There may be a certain degree of ambivalence or ambiguity around the emotional field, because this is what the Seven of Pentacles represents. You can see the protagonist there. You can't quite read his expression. He's either going, oh, I've spent all this time, all of this energy harvesting this crop. Is that all there is? Or he's in a moment of reflection thinking, right, okay, what do I need to do next? So don't be surprised if you're slightly asking yourself those questions of, okay, what are my next steps? What am I moving into? What do I want to achieve and accomplish? I don't think they're bad questions to be asking whatsoever. But the answer to that may require leaving behind what you have spent a long time cultivating, seemingly a long time cultivating, putting together, trying to get off the ground. These cups are beautiful cups. They're great cups. There's 8 of them. It's almost at completion. And yet the character in this is leaving them behind to look for bigger, better, and brighter things. And this is the greatest theme for you this week. Well, one of 2 greatest themes for you this week, Aries, of what is it you need to leave behind. For me personally, I don't think I have many planets within Aries, but I can certainly identify with this sense of having built things up to a certain degree and then going, do you know what? I don't think they're working. I think they're requiring more energy, more effort, more of my time and resource than I'm getting back. And that can be in some ways a bit disheartening, because these are things that we've ploughed our energies, our efforts, our abundance into. And sometimes it can be pride that's just carrying us on, or we think, oh, if I only get it to this point, then it will take off, or then it will make all the difference. And the issue is sometimes we get caught in these loops of, well, in 3 weeks, or I've just got to get through this period, or when it's like this, then it will be perfect. And what that does, it means that we're just living in the future, or we're kind of not really enjoying what is happening in the present. So I really firmly encourage that you, it's a tough call. I know it's a tough call to leave things behind that we've spent a long time on, and this is why it's called the Lord of Abandoned Success. So at the time it can feel quite heavy potentially, but actually it will make your journey forward clearer. We know that usually the road to success is building something up and then demolishing it. Building something up, demolishing. I'm reminded of the 3 principal gods within Hinduism, Brahman, Vishnu, and it escapes me, Shiva. And they're the destroyer, the creator, and the sustainer. And we go through these cycles where we build things up, we sustain them, then we get rid of them. We build them up, sustain them, get rid of them. And you may just find at the period of time you're being asked, okay, what are you trying to force through that perhaps is it's outstayed its welcome, or it's surplus to requirement, or you've just simply outgrown it and you need to move forward. You've also got the Ten of Pentacles, the Lord of Wealth. It's nice to see. Now, Ten of Pentacles is usually a quote-unquote great card, and in many ways it is. It's things becoming manifest, it's things becoming abundant. With the Pentacles representing health and wealth, the fact that you've got lots and lots of them usually indicates some great things. And that's all fine and good. Just make sure, Aries, that you're not placing your financial realm or the money that you need or the money that you want first. Don't allow that to be your principal driving force to any of your decision making. In recent times, this week particularly, but also in general. I say this because we have the star card in reverse. The star card usually indicates health, can indicate health, but it can also indicate our long-term plans and our patience. So if you found that you've shelved some of your long-term wishes, some of your long-term plans for the sake of financial remuneration or security, then it's time to readdress that balance and readdress those priorities. Really, really key. Also, look at your health this week and in general. How is your health? Have you slightly put that on the back burner again for the interests of finances? You may, on the flip side, aversely, and I know this kind of sounds slightly contrary, just may also indicate that you've slightly neglected your health, so you're making that a priority at the moment. So if you're kind of back in the gym, doing your run, doing your yoga, doing anything that's looking after your body, then big congratulations. That's absolutely what you should be doing at the moment. So it's really, really key to prioritize that. Finally, we move with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords upright is often the card of clarity and knowing exactly what steps we need to take. It's new ideas, new thoughts coming through. The fact that it's in reverse may indicate a slightly muddled mind here. That's partly to do with what I said with regards to money. Maybe we're prioritizing money than we should do. And if that's the case, then it might be clouding our judgment. But it may also apply that you're slightly unsure of what's coming up next, what's around the corner. And that may be the inhibitor of embracing that Eight of Cups energy, that Lord of Abundant Success. The very fact that you've got the moon in the background indicates a time of uncertainty or a lack of clarity. But don't kind of read too much into that. That's often why we don't depart or leave things behind, because we're not sure what's next. So we're like, well, it's better to have something than nothing at all. And yes, that's true up to a certain degree, but not if it is halting our progress. So you may require a certain degree of bravery, but again, if anybody can do that, it is you, the fiery ram. So that is my reading for the week ahead. Be sure to check out, as ever, I know I go on about this all the time, but be sure to check out your moon sign and your rising sign for a more rounded reading. If you're not sure how to do that, check the pinned comments below, and you can also sign up for email notifications. But be sure, please, 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 hit the subscribe button and the notification button and like and comment on this video. It helps encourage me to keep creating content like this. But until next week, have a glorious, glorious next 7 of the days, and I shall see you there. Bye for now.